Kelechi, what's the mood like with the guys this week?
We're excited. We know what we have in front of us. We know the stakes at hand, and everybody's a little bit more focused, tightened up, and you can already tell, with it being Monday, that everybody's ready for this weekend.
Frank and Coach are telling us it almost seems like you guys are coming off a loss the way the game played out. Is that kind of the mood too?
Well, anytime we don't play to our standard, that's how we feel, regardless of win or loss. So it was a good little wake up call we needed. Just so you're not just overconfident and cocky, and make sure you get back to the fundamentals and go back to what has been working for us.
In that sense, is this week similar to this time last year at all in some ways when you were coming off the loss against North Texas, getting ready for the Conference USA Championship game?
That's crazy. I was thinking about that when I woke up this morning. It's very similar, but I don't want to even think about that game. But everything in the past doesn't matter anymore. It's the postseason now, and it's exciting to still be playing right now.
Yeah, last year was the first time you guys were going through the process of getting ready for a postseason game. Is it any different the second time around?
This is the expectation now, and that's what we expected at the beginning of the year. That's one of our goals was to make it this far, and job's not finished yet, so we still have a lot of work to do.
It seemed like the last time you guys were on the field with North Texas, there was a little extra heat between the two sides. What's the atmosphere like when you're playing against them and the kind of rivalry it's become?
It's great. It's such a competitive atmosphere, and just being a college football player, there's no better feeling and no better environment than the Dome on Friday.
Do you appreciate having that rivalry dynamic in play in a championship type game, or would it be better to play against somebody you don't have that history with?
Yeah, it's cool. We're not really focused on whoever it was that we had to play, but now that we know this North Texas, it's like, okay, they don't like us, we don't like them. It's like you said, it's a little bit more fuel, I guess you could say.
As you go through the scouting process for them, is there anything different compared to the last time you were getting ready to face them a few weeks ago?
No comment.
What can you take away from the last game you guys played against them? Like, what do you remember some of the things they did well?
They have really good backs. They have a good O-line, veteran quarterback. He won't make a lot of mistakes. They're a well-coached football team. Physical, just old school team, like to run the ball and play good defense.
What does it mean to you and the guys that played last season to have this game back-to-back seasons at the Alamo Dome?
It's huge, and we know that that's not common everywhere, and not to take it for granted. And we're just living in the moment, appreciating every moment, and we just can't wait for opportunity.
You guys really neutralized North Texas's run game the last time you played against them. Are there things you did well in that game that you can draw on for this one?
At the end of the day, it just comes down to beating the man in front of you. And if everybody can beat the man in front of them, just do their 111, then we have a pretty good chance every play.
Already early this week, it's been a talking point, the attendance at the Alamo Dome and what the fan support could look like for that game. What's your sort of message to your supporters, or what are your expectations for Friday?
This is my message. If you want to see some good football on a Friday night, just got off work, a long week, come to the Alamo Dome, 6:30, be there.
Kelechi, what does it do when there's a big crowd in there and there's the noises? What does it do for y'all's defense?
It's any little extra advantage is huge. And when you have a crowd that's so loud and passionate like our fans, you see what it does with pre-snap penalties for the opposing offense. And it's just, it helps out a lot, and we really appreciate it, and we would love, if everybody could try and make their way out there.
Kelechi, appreciate it.
All right.